Students, we start with Social Science, Standard 10, Chapter 5, Part 1, India's Heritage of Science and Technology. Now, introduction to this chapter. Science. Science means systematic knowledge, and technology means the practical utility of this systematic knowledge. In spite of two different words, they are linked to each other. The discoveries and invention in the field of science and technology have brought two countries of the world closer. Cooperation among all the nations has increased, hence new attitude has developed. Now we see about the heritage of ancient India in the field of science and technology. The great sages of our ancient India have gifted invaluable heritage of science to the world. Outstanding contribution have been in the field of metallurgy, chemistry, science of medicine, surgery, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, Vastu Shastra, and physics. It is a matter of great pride for us. Modern researchers have proved that India has scientific attitude along with the religious outlook. Now first about metallurgy. Since ancient age, the people of India use metallurgy in their practical life. Ancient India made extraordinary progress in the field of metallurgy. A metallic idol of a female dancer discovered from Indus Valley civilization is an exemplary achievement of ancient India. Statue of Buddha belonging to the Kushan period have been found at Takshashila. In South India, during the Chola period, numerous metal idols were made. The statue of Nataraja, a masterpiece in the sculpture, is famous all over the world. It is preserved in museum at Chennai. Well-known metal idol Ram the Archer can be seen in the museum. Artistic statues of gods and goddesses, birds and betel-nut cutters are considered to the best example of metallic art. All of them have important place in the history of India. Chemistry or Michael Lore. Chemistry is an experimental science. This science is very useful for various minerals, plants, seeds, for agriculture, making of various metals, or to bring changes in them. It is also useful for making medicines. Acharya Nagarjunam, a learned Buddhist of Nalanda University, is known as Acharya in the field of chemistry. He had written books like Rastranakar and Arogya Marjari. Acharya Nagarjuna advocated the use of allopathy along with herbal medicines. It is believed that the use of mercury ash as a medicine was initiated by him. Nalanda University has its own school of chemistry and a furnace for study and research. The description of main ras, uparas, 10 types of poisons as well as various types of salt and ash of mineral is seen in the chemistry. The copper statue of Buddha reflects an expert knowledge and skill in the field of chemistry. The copper statue of Buddha discovered from Sultanganj in Bhagalpur district of Bihar is 7.5 feet high and weighs 1 ton. The statue of Buddha at Nalanda is 18 feet high. An exotic example is the Vijay Stamba, the 24 feet high iron pillar which weighs 7 tons, built by Chandragupta II. In spite of nature's fury over century, the pillar has not yet corroded. This is the best example of alchemical lore of India. We see science of medicine and surgery. Maharishi Charak, Maharishi Sushruta, Vaghata, were the pioneer of ancient Indian medical and herbal science and surgery. These people did extensive research and reached great heights. Maharishi Chakra wrote a book, Chakra Samhita, in which he has mentioned about over 2000 medicinal herbs. Maharishi Sushruta wrote a book, Sushruta Samhita, in which he has mentioned instruments used in surgery. The instruments were so sharp that they could split a single into two parts vertically. Vagbhata wrote a book, Vagbhata Samhita. Even today, all these three books serve as a very important reference for doctors. Vagbhata also wrote Astang Hriday, which is an excellent book for diagnosis. Now we see about the knowledge about medicines. Ancient Hindu cultures, herbal science is enriched with huge collection of minerals and medicines that can be made from plants and animals. Our ancient literature on these sciences explains in detail all the complicated process of making medicines, classifying them and their usage in proper way. They could recognize symptoms and diagnose the disease. Based on this, they used to provide Ayurvedic medicine. Now about surgery. The ancient Indian doctors were so skilled that to perform surgeries they could stop blood circulation using a special type of ball-shaped bandage. They could skillfully operate abdomen, kidney, cardiac, hernia, stone piles, bladder, etc. They were expert enough to classify our bones. They could also join the bones or displace bones and extract things burst into the body easily and skillfully. They were skilled in plastic surgery as well as joining nose and ears. Our ancient doctor had a deep interest in teaching students the method of surgery. They used to demonstrate surgeries to students either on dead bodies or on wax statues. They also conducted risky operations during delivery. They were also expert gynecologists and pediatricians and could treat related to any problems. We see something about veterinary science. Veterinary science, that is the science of treating animals, also developed in ancient India. Ancient India had books written on disease related to horses, Ashwa, elephant, Hasti. Among these, Hasti, Ayurvedic and Shailotra and Akshara Sastra were well known.